Hello everyone. In this lecture we are going to discuss class 10th topic chapter number 3 circle practice set 3.5. So within a practice set 3.5 we have first question in the figure 3.77 ray PQ touches the circle at point Q, PQ equals to 12, PR equals to 8, then find PS and RS. Look at the diagram carefully. We have given the circle. Now PQ is the tangent to the given circle while segment PS be the secant to the given circle. So that we are using here, I am writing by tangent secant segment theorem. So as per the tangent secant segment theorem, we have now the square of segment made on the tangent is equals to the product of overall segment PS into whatever be the exterior segment on the secant to the circle, that means PR. So that now look at once carefully. We have given PQ equals to 12. I am writing 12 square equals to, now what is the value of PS? Once here the point P, R and S are collinear, then that should implies we can write PS is equals to, we have a PR plus RS. So I am writing PR plus RS. So that now we are getting PS is nothing but PR plus RS and into we have PR as it is. Now try to replace PR by their value. We have a 8. 12 square is 144, that is equals to we have 8 plus RS into 8. Try to shift now 8 from RHS to LHS. It is a multiplier, after all shifting it will becomes a divisor. 144 divided by 8 equals to we have 8 plus RS. Now 144 divided by 8 we are getting 18 equals to 8 plus RS. We have to evaluate the value of RS, so that shift 18 from RHS to LHS. So that we are getting 18 minus 8 is equals to the RS. So the value of RS we have 18 minus 8 is 10 units. Now we have to evaluate for the value of PS also. Look at the question carefully. PS. We have PS to be equals to PR plus RS. So I am writing we have PS to be equals to PR plus RS. Now what is the value of PR? We have 8. Value of RS we have a 10. 10 plus 8 we have a 18. So that value of PS we have a 8 units. Hence we have our first question. Look at the second question from practice set 3.5. We have in the figure 3.78 chord MN and chord RS intersect at point D. So first sub question we have, if RD equals to 15, DS equals to 4, MD equals to 8, find DN. And second sub question we have RS equals to 18, MD equals to 9, DN equals to 8, then find DS. Now look at the first sub question. Once the chords are intersects in point D and the point D is the interior point of the circle, so that we are using here theorem of internal division of chords. So as per that theorem we have whatever segment made on the first chord RS, their product is equals to whatever segment made by point D on chord MN, their product are equal. So that I am writing we have RD into DS is equals to MD into DN. Try to replace the value. We have now RD equals to 15 into DS is equals to we have a 4, that is equals to MD equals to we have a 8 into DN we have to evaluate. Now once we will shift the 8 from RHS to LHS, 8 is a multiplier, after all shifting it becomes a divisor. Divisor to whom? 15 into 4 divided by 8 equals to now we have DN. Now 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8. 15 divided by 2, we are getting 7.5. So the value of Dn, we have 7.5 units. Now look at the second sub question. Same theorem we are using. We have now, as per the theorem of internal division of a chords, Rd into ds is equals to, we have Md into Dn. Now we have given Rs value. Look at the Rs. We can write Rs once the point R, S and D are collinear, so that we can write Rd is equals to overall Rs minus of ds. So that now I am replacing Rd by its value Rs minus ds into, we have ds, that is equals to Md into Dn. Now we have Rs equals to 18, so that I am replacing Rs by 18. Next to it we have Md equals to a 9. ds value is not given, so keep that ds as it is. Md value is 9 into Dn value, we have a 8. So that we have now the equation is of the form like way. Try to distribute this ds over the bracket, or we may assume that instead of distributing ds, let us assume that now ds is equals to, we have x units. So that we are getting 18 minus x into x, that is equals to 9 8s are, we have a 72. Now try to distribute this x over the bracket, so that we are getting 18x minus of x square is equals to, we have 72. Now try to shift that 72 from LHS to RHS and multiply throughout equation by minus of 1. Hence we have at start 18x minus of x square minus of 72 equals to 0. Now multiply throughout equation by minus of 1. So that we are getting positive x square, I am writing first, then negative 18x and positive 72 equals to 0. Now we have a quadratic equation in which variable? X. So that we have quadratic equation in x. So how to find the value of x? Ultimately we have to evaluate roots of quadratic equation. You may use here method of factorization or other method, whatever we are having. Now I am using method of factorization. So the middle term of the quadratic equation, we have minus of 18x. We have to split in terms of two terms such that their addition is minus of 18x and simultaneously their product is the product of first and last term, means the 72x square. So which two terms are there? After all adding gives us minus of 18x and after all multiplying gives us 72x square. So that two terms are minus of 12x and minus of 6x. So that now I am splitting the middle term is of the form minus 12x minus of 6x. Now make a pair from left to right direction. From the first pair we can easily take it outside x, so that will remain with the x minus 12. From the second pair we can easily take it outside the minus 6, so that again will remain with the x minus 12, that is equals to 0. So that should implies now once we are taking x minus 12 common, so that will remain with the x and minus of 6. So once the product of any two number is 0, that should implies at least one of them is 0. So either x minus 12 is 0 or x minus 6 is 0. So while simplifying, we have the x value is 12 or x value may be a 6. So what is mean by x here? X is nothing but we have a ds. So that ds to be equals to either a 12 units or might be the ds value is 6 units. Now here we have our question number 2nd. Now look at the question number 3 from practice set 3.5. In the figure 3.79, O is the center of the circle and B is the point of contact of segment. Just B is the point of contact we have given. Segment OE is perpendicular on segment AD. AB equals to 12, AC equals to 8. Find first AD, second DC, and third DE. Now look at once carefully. We have given AD be the second to the circle, and I am writing second to the circle, and AB is the tangent to the circle. So that now we are using by tangent second segment theorem. We have AB square is equals to overall AD into AC. So now try to replace by their value. We have AB value is 12. So that 12 square is equals to, we have to evaluate for AD. AC is given, that is 8. So that 12 square we have 144, that is equals to AD into 8. Once we will shift the AD from RHS to LHS, we are getting 144 divided by 8 equals to AD. So value of AD we have 144 divided by 8 is 18 units. Now we have to evaluate for the CD. So for that, look at the figure carefully. We have A, C and D are the collinear point. So that value of CD equals to, or might be the DC, whatever we have given. DC equals to, we have overall AD minus of AC. So value of AD we have a 8, and value of AC 18, and a value of AC we have a 8. So 18 minus 8 is 10. So that we are getting value of DC is equals to a 10 units. Now we have to evaluate the third one, that is DE. Look at the DE, that much segment we have to evaluate. Now once we have given here segment OE is perpendicular on the chord, we have CD. Once it is perpendicular on AD, ACD are the collinear points, so that we can say it is perpendicular on CD. So that should implies we have whatever be the segment made on CD due to the point E are congruent or equal in length as per perpendicular bisector theorem. So that now we are having, that should implies length of, we have DE equals to length of CE. So that we can write now length of DE is half of length of, we have DC, because once the length of DE is equals to C means E be the midpoint of segment CD. So that we have half of length of DC, we have a 10. 10 divided by 2 we are getting 5. So length of DE, or you may have just a DE, is equals to, we have a 5 units. Look at the fourth sub question from practice set 3.5. In the figure 3.80, if PQ equals to 6, QR equals to 10, PS equals to 8, then find the TS. Now look at the figure carefully. We have PR and TP are the ultimately seconds of the given circle, or we might be says those are the chords of the given circle. So that now we are using, and once they are intersecting in point P, and P be the exterior point of the circle, so that now we have by theorem of external division of chord. So external division of chord, we have as per this theorem TP into PS, that is equals to, we have overall PR into PQ. Now try to replace by their value. We have TP is nothing but ultimately TS plus PS. So that now once the point, I am writing somewhere here is in the rough work, TSP are the collinear. So that should implies value of TP is nothing but TS plus we have a SP. So that now, or you may have the PS here, it doesn't matter. TP equals to, we have TS plus PS into we have a PS, that is equals to PR into PQ. Now try to replace whatever data we have given by their value. We have overall here PQ value. Okay, at last we have here PQ is equals to 6. Then QR value we have given. Now again the same thing. Once P, Q and R are collinear point, then we may have the value of PR is equals to PQ plus QR. So the value of PQ we have a 6 and value of QR we have a 10. 10 plus 6 is 16. So that value of PR now we are having 16 units. Next to it we have given value of PS is 8. So that TS as it is, PS is 8. Again PS is 8. Now what shall we have to do? To find the value of TS, first of all try to shift that 8 from LHS to RHS. 8 is a multiplier. After all shifting it will becomes divisor to 16 into 6. Now everyone well known 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are 16. So that we are getting TS plus 8 equals to 6 twos are 12. Try to shift now the 8. 8 is a positive. After all shifting it will becomes negative. And 12 minus 8 we have a 4. So the value of TS we have a 4 units. And hence we have here our fourth question. Now look at the fifth sub question from practice set 3.5. In the figure 3.81, segment EF is a diameter and segment DF is the tangent segment. The radius of the circle is R, then prove that DE into GE is equals to 4R square. Now we have given the radius of the circle is R. That means EH and HF are the radii of the same circle having the center H, so that both are to be equals to R and R. So we can write now the value of EF. We have a R plus R is 2R and EF is nothing but the diameter of the given circle. So that now once we have given DF be the tangent to the given circle, and once we have here segment DE be the secant to the given circle, so that now we can use here by tangent secant segment theorem. So as per the tangent secant segment theorem, we have square of DF is equals to overall DE into we have GD. Now we can't require the value of GD, so that try to replace GD by its value. Look at the figure again. Once we have point D, G and E are the collinear point, so that we can write the value of GD is equals to overall DE and minus of we have a GE. So that now we have value of DF square is equals to value of DE, keep that as it is, and we have GD to be equals to DE minus of GE. Now once we will distribute this DE over the bracket, so that we are getting value of DF square is equals to DE into DE, itself 2 times multiplication gives us a square, minus of we have DE into GE. Let's call it as now the equation number 1. Now we well known tangent is always perpendicular to the radius of the circle as per by tangent theorem. So that I am writing by tangent theorem we have once here EH, EF are the collinear point. So instead of writing radius as a HF, now I am writing EF is perpendicular to DF, or we may have tangent is perpendicular to radius. That means DF is perpendicular to EF. So that I am writing that should implies segment we have a DF is perpendicular to we have the diameter of the circle, that is segment EF. And once that are perpendicular, so look at the triangle now. DEF is a right angle triangle. So that should implies triangle DEF is a right angle triangle. And once it is a right angle triangle, so we are using by Pythagoras theorem in it. So as per the Pythagoras theorem, now we have, look at the figure carefully. For the triangle, whatever be the side opposite to 90 degree, it is known as your hypotenuse. So that we are getting dE square is equals to, we have EF square plus we have DF square. So that we are getting dE square equals to, EF is the diameter whose value already we have as a 2 times R, so that we are getting 2R the whole square. And from equation number 1, now we have the value of DF square as a, I am writing here, dE square minus of dE into we have a GE. So that now 2R the whole square we are getting 4R square plus dE square minus of dE into GE. Now look once carefully LHS and RHS. We have a dE square on both sides having the same sign convention, positive and positive, so that are getting cancelled. So that we have now 0 equals to 4R square minus of dE into GE. Now try to shift that dE into GE from RHS to LHS. It has negative sign, so after all shifting it will becomes a positive dE into GE, that is equals to, now we have 4R square, and hence our proof. So that here we are having now our practice set 3.5. Thank you.